Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is your boy Tanvir Side, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps me remain motivated to continue making a variety of different type of videos on this channel, and also would help a legally blind YouTube content creator remain motivated to continue doing what he's doing on this channel, and would really also help the channel grow. Right. So I would like to say all's well that ends well, but no, all's not well, even though it ended well. And you can ask Tamim Iqbal in the press conference. He said this, that he is not happy at all, especially with his performance. So, what I'm talking about is the third ODI between Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, where Bangladesh were at the threat of being whitewashed. And yes, Zimbabwe brought in a new replacement for Regis Chakavwa, most likely resting him for the upcoming Tri Nation series. I believe India and someone else are planning to tour Zimbabwe in a few weeks or something like that. So Sikandar Raza was the interim captain, and we got to see the return of Caetano. I don't know his first name. It starts with a T. It's very long. So Zimbabwe basically won the toss again, put Bangladesh into bat, and for Bangladesh, you had I believe Ibadat Hussain was the replacement for Taskin Ahmed, and Mustafa Rahman came back for Shariful Islam. Okay. Right from the get-go, if you watch the match, you'll see that Bangladesh's bowling was a lot more disciplined. And Alan Donald, whatever he said or whatever strategy he gave, it seemed to have worked. Sorry about that. And right from the beginning, you saw that a lot of pressure was applied to the Bangladeshi batters. Now, from Zimbabwe's perspective, listen, Sikandar Raza can't save Zimbabwe all the time. I mean, yeah, it is very good to see Sikandar Raza in this form where he was dismissed only once in these three matches, which bumped his ranking up. I believe in the ICC ODI rankings or something like that. It bumped him up to number 4. Okay, I think from number 63 to number 4, something ridiculous like that. Okay, but it's completely deserved, Sikandar Raza. So, hats off to you if you're watching, but he can't save the team all the time. You can't wait for Sikandar Raza to come out once, 3 or 4 wickets have gone. So, there needs to be more consistency in the Zimbabwe batting lineup. And, honestly, once that starts to happen, believe me, you're going to see a very, very strong Zimbabwe side. A very strong Zimbabwe side once their top and middle order starts to fire. Because they're bowling, okay, minus a spinner, their bowling seems to be improving. It seems that, the removal of people like Tendai Chitara, Tineshi Paniangara, it seems to have worked as a blessing for them because I don't know, they seem to have peaked in terms of what they can contribute to Zimbabwe cricket, especially Tendai Chitara. Okay, but Bangladesh batted first. Bangladesh were sent to bat first. I'm sorry if I said it the other way around earlier. And yeah, the batters were a bit cautious. I will say this. Tamim Iqbal, he was unfortunate how he got out. And yeah, because it was through a run out, and run outs are always unfortunate. So it was unfortunate how Tamim Iqbal got out. And then we saw Nazmul Hussain tomorrow. Again, he did not perform today. Hopefully, he doesn't get a chance tomorrow or in the near future. Because, how long are you going to persist with Nazmul Hussain tomorrow? He got out for a 0. Mushfiqur Rahim got out for a 0. Mahmudullah scored a few runs. Anamul Haq Bijoy, though, notice one thing, he got busy with his scoring. And he hit a bunch of sixes as well. And this type of performance is important because this will ease Anamul Haq Bijoy back into international cricket. Because, like it or not, there's a big disparity between international cricket and domestic cricket in pretty much every country. Pretty much every country, there is a disparity. So, So Annabelle Huck scoring 70 odd, better than a run a ball. That was good to see. Mahmudullah scored some runs, I think. Afif Hussain Drubo, though, I believe he scored 80 odd at better than a run a ball and remained not out. Okay, so this was very nice to see Afif Hussain slowly starting to get, you know, into form, like into his own, to the point, where maybe Afif Hussain should bat higher up the order, especially in matches where Shakib is not playing. Why don't you try Afif Hussain at number three? Because you saw if you give him time, he will score. If you give him time and the freedom to do what he do, what he does good, especially in ODI format, he will score. So this is why, if Shakib is not playing, put Afif Hussain at number three. That will open up another slot for a bowler or an all-rounder. Let's say Saifuddin comes back. Okay, if Shakib's not playing, put Afif at number three and play Saifuddin. In that way you basically have, if like if you're playing Mustafiz, Shoriful, uh, Hassan Mahmood or Taskin Ahmed and Saifuddin, you have your four paces right there. So that type of out of the box thinking is important. But thanks to their efforts, Bangladesh got to 256 or something like that for nine. And Zimbabwe, yeah, they started kind of well enough, but the Bangladeshi bowling that I kept saying over and over and over and over and over and over again. The Bangladeshi bowling. Oh, and by the way, yes, Ibadat Hussain also made his debut. Yeah, the bowling was very, very good. From Bangladesh, like compared to the previous games, because I kept telling this in the previous games, the bowling let us down, not the batting. The batting was all right. The bowling was so predictable and so unconcentrated, unfocused, and so complacent that we basically there has to be a part of our bowlers in this, that we gifted Zimbabwe a lot of easy runs, and Zimbabwe basically took advantage of that, and also through their hard work ended up beating Bangladesh in the series. Today, Ibadat Hussain came in, got Sikandar Raza bowled for a duck. He just executed his plan. He bowled a wide Yorker. Sikandar Raza played that on. You saw better bowling from Tajul Islam, and notice even Tajul Islam's bowling, his release points, he's starting to vary that up as well. So Tajul Islam, playing the role of a variable off spinner, a left arm off spinner, in the absence of Shakib. This is also very good to see that he is equipping himself more and more with different type of deliveries and different release points. Okay. Then Mustafizur Rahman, I believe, ended up taking 4 wickets as well, and it finally nice to see. Finally, it's nice to see Mustafizur Rahman amongst the wickets, because honestly, he has been going for such a long time without a performance that stood out. But overall, that Sikandar Raza wicket, it basically dented the momentum of Zimbabwe, where I believe that one point they're like 90 something for 9. And people are thinking they're going to be all out below 100, but thanks to I believe a 10th wicket partnership of 60 odd, they ended up with 150 something. But still, this just goes to show, if Bangladesh endures with tight line and lengths and concentrated bowling, like the opposition will succumb to attrition. And this has been Bangladesh's strategy for a while now. What they can do is put out an endurance performance, a consistency of good line and length, of good fielding and whatnot. It basically weakens the opposition to making a mistake. So that's why I say winning by attrition. And this was the perfect example of winning by attrition. As for the man of the match, it was Afif Hussain. The man of the series was Sikandar Raza. But in terms of what to take away, Tamim Iqbal said it, very well. I couldn't have said it better myself. There's a lot to improve. There is a whole lot to improve. All departments, batting, bowling, fielding, all departments. It's to the point where, he took a shot at the media, says that if such a performance happened against India or Australia, you guys wouldn't say too much. But now it's happening in Zimbabwe. You guys are saying a lot. But basically, he kind of wanted to say that this type of thing can happen with anyone, and we have to be prepared for any team. Just because it's a more reputed team, it doesn't mean that a bad performance we can get away with it. That, I believe, is what Tamim Iqbal was trying to convey. Once again, congratulations to Zimbabwe, for winning the series, but and to Sikandar Raza as well for becoming man of the series. Bangladesh, there is a lot of time left. I believe this is the last ODI for the year until unless I believe there's a tour of India, the India tour of Bangladesh, unless they schedule something which is not going to be part of the ODI Super Leagues. But the ODI Super Leagues, if I'm not mistaken, the last two series remaining are against Ireland and England, which will happen in 2023. So Tamim Iqbal, especially in ODI captaincy, has a good amount of a break to practice, 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 improve your skills, play some domestic cricket if that helps out. Just do whatever. Just keep yourself informed. All right. And Zimbabwe cricket, once again, I wish you guys all the best. Okay. If possible, I will be keeping an eye out or an ear out for the India matches or the Tri-Nation matches more specifically. All right, that's it. Let me know what you thought about this match and the series in the comment section below. And as always, hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification button. If a video shows up, please do watch that as well. This is your boy Tanvir Saad, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.